Okay.
Hello, is anyone out there and can y'all hear us?
Hi. Anybody out there yet? See, maybe like,
There's
yeah, there are people entering. I see the count going up.
okay, let me find the chat. I'm gonna give y'all just a second so that they can understand the direction we're going in. Um oh, what am I looking for? Mm,
I don't know why it's not showing the name of my handle for my channel. It's showing. What do you see? I just said hi in the chat. I don't know. I hope that it's showing Sailor Salvation.
it's not. You're gonna have to go and do some editing.
Oh, oh my God. Okay, never mind.
Hello, okay. The chat is moving. Okay. Trying to give a few more people a chance to come in and then we're gonna get started. Hello to everybody entering in on the chat. Um, Trying to give a few more people a chance to come in and then turn my iPad down. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, everybody.
At 15 right now. I'll try and wait till like 20 people at least come in and then we can start. Hello to everybody coming in. I know I switched the time yesterday on the post. I was still so confused. I still had 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So
Yeah.
I had to switch that to 6. I'm gonna get my times together though. Okay, we're at 17. So like 3 more people and then we'll go ahead and get started. How has everybody's day been? Mine has been hot. Very hot.
Same, same, very muggy. Not as
Yeah.
bad as it was yesterday, but here in Connecticut, it was like 90 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
And then there were some wildfires in Canada. So apparently, like the smoke and stuff from the wildfires came all the way down to Connecticut. So the skies were like orange. The sun looked weird. You could even
Oh my
smell some of
goodness.
the smoke. And this is from Canada, which is like crazy.
Wow. So you live,
Mhm.
I don't know where Connecticut is. You're close to
Um,
Canada?
I, yeah, you could say that. So like I'm close to Connecticut is like close to like Massachusetts, Rhode Island. It's
Oh,
all the
okay.
way on the
Okay. Yeah.
northeastern side of the United States, close to New York, which is where I'm originally from. I've been here for about 4 years.
I could definitely hear the New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trinice, I didn't know you stayed in Cali. Texas is wet and
And cool. Oh, a lot of rain. Oh, there's another East Coaster. I
Texas
know
is
some
cool.
parts of Detroit is really close to Canada. Yeah. You could drive. There's a certain point in Detroit where you can literally just cross over into Canada. Like you can
Wow.
drive to Canada from a certain part in Detroit, from what I
So I
understand.
did fly to Portland before and they pointed out like across the river was Canada. Like we
Yeah.
could see it from where we were standing.
Hmm.
The smoke from Canada is here in Northeast Ohio too. Goodness.
Wow. Oh, wow. Coughing? That's bad.
Yes, we're from New Orleans. Okay. All right. We up to 26. I guess let it go
Woohoo!
past where we're gonna be. So I'm gonna let just a little short play, and then it's just gonna be conversations instead of a lot of TV watching, y'all. It's gonna be there is a difference between discernment and the gift of discerning of spirits. Discernment is just the ability to tell right from wrong, the ability to know good from bad, the ability to know if it's time to leave or you should stay a little while longer, right? Anybody with any type of sense can be discerning. But the gift of discerning of spirits is when you can literally discern a spirit that is, an unclean spirit that's oppressing someone or that they are dealing with, or you can also discern the Holy Spirit in someone, because I know a lot of people only like to associate the gift of discerning of spirits with unclean spirits, right? No, someone could walk past me. Like, I literally was in Walmart one day and this couple walked past me and I discerned the Holy Spirit all over this couple. Also, too, some months ago, this guy hugged me. Literally, when he hugged me, I discerned that he had a spirit of lust. So, yes, there is a difference between discernment, the gift that comes from the Holy Spirit of discerning of spirits. So if you don't have a relationship with the Holy Spirit in right standing, I guarantee you do not have the gift of discerning of spirits.
Mhm.
Okay, so that was it, y'all. And we're gonna stick more to just being able to discern uh what's going on around you, like your relationships with people and stuff like that. So I'm gonna let my guests
Mhm.
go first and just speak your
Yeah.
heart.
You know, when Staycation asked me for some ideas as far as what we could talk about on the live, after I thought about it for a little bit, I said, you know what? Like the word discernment just came to mind for me. And I was like, I want to kind of delve into that some more because usually when you hear about that word being used, you hear about it along like a spiritual, realm, like what the young lady was just talking about. And that is true. Like there's a lot of people I feel that just naturally have a spirit of discernment where they can like read people's auras and they can pick up a vibe, a certain vibe or energy from someone and what that person is giving off. And some people just have like a vibe or energy that is good, and then some people just emit a vibe or aura that is like a red flag. So I do feel like in that aspect, certain people are just attuned in that way where they just naturally have a discernment. And they could just literally meet someone for the first time and just innately know this is good people, or I'm not, I'm getting a bad vibe from this person. I'm staying away. Um, and for me, when I think about that word discernment, I just realized that I've been struggling with discernment. And I don't know if anybody can really relate to that, but I just feel like in a lot of my really close relationships, particularly with my daughter and a few close friends, I've been told that I actually don't have a good sense of discernment. So, like, I kind of equate discernment with the term reading the room. Um, so it's like you are in certain situations, like social situations, and you're interacting with people, and there are certain nuances, certain social cues that you pick up on and you react accordingly. And most of us, that have, grown up and been around certain situations, we're of a certain age, how to maneuver and how to interact in certain social spaces and react accordingly. And I have been told that a lot of times I struggle with reading the room and I don't pick up on certain social cues or certain nuances. And that I am not aware of how I make somebody feel overlooked, or like I'm not really paying attention to their like nonverbal or bodily cues. And it's not intentional. It really is not. And the more people that came to me with this, not really a complaint, but just something that they noticed, and they brought it to my attention, I really had to, once I got past being defensive, being on the defensive, like, what are you trying to say? Like, is there something wrong with me? When I had to kind of reflect on what they were saying, I realized, yeah, sometimes I just don't pick up on certain cues. I really need to work on my own discernment. And so that's kind of why I chose that topic, because I wonder if there are other people that have that same type of struggle, or have been told by their loved ones or close family or friends, that sometimes they don't read the room. Or is it just me?
It's not just you, and I hate to point the finger because I feel like I discern pretty well, but I know my mother does not. she, she does not read the room very well. Now, I wouldn't be able to tell her that. She thinks that she does, but she doesn't read the room very well at all. She can be a little self-absorbed, so I see how it can be possible. And sometimes, I don't know, maybe you just get busy in life and you just miss the smaller details because you got a lot going on. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can't identify with that personally though, because I spend a lot of time to myself because I pick up on so much. It's just like it can drain you after a while, picking up
Yeah.
on too much. So the less people I'm around, the less I have to do that. It's very draining. So
Sounds like an empath, like something an empath would say. They pick up on people's energies and they absorb it. And
yeah,
sometimes they need to step back because it becomes overwhelming.
yes, it's very tiring.
Yeah.
Wears me thin, especially having been in any type of customer service, and it's just coming at you all day. What you say, true discernment comes from God, is the Holy Ghost guiding you, warning you, etc. Right.
Yeah.
Definitely comes
I
from
yeah,
God.
I agree. And I think there are two sides to the coin of discernment, right? So there's discernment in terms of certain things that is happening when you're around a certain person, or you are bearing witness to certain types of behaviors, and you just feel it in your body that something is wrong, right? Like, this person doesn't mean you any good, or this situation that you're in is not going to end well. Like, you literally
Right.
feel it in your body. You feel
Yeah.
anxious, the palms get sweaty, you get the bubble guts. Like, that's all signs of discernment, warning you that something isn't right. As far as that type of discernment, I do have that. Now, whether or not I choose to act on it or ignore it, I got, sometimes I act on it, and sometimes I like to see the plot play out. I'm a glutton for punishment. But then on the other side of the coin of discernment, I feel like there are times where I could be self-absorbed and I don't pick up on little nuances where someone is trying to say, without explicitly saying, that they have an issue with something. I kind of just gloss over it. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with how I've dealt with certain traumas I experienced in my life as a child. That was just my way of coping. And unfortunately, I've carried remnants of that by kind of glossing over certain things. And it's not intentional. It literally has to be pointed out to me. And once I've been made aware of it, I do intentionally try my best to be in the moment and pay attention. But it is something
Yeah.
that I admittedly struggle with. Yeah.
So you were also relating that to what you see in Megan.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, like we were just talking about, like, I mean, obviously, I'm not the only person triggered by um her, because it's like layers, right? So this her treatment, the way Tim treats her, that's the most obvious thing. And then
Mm.
it's almost like this Stockholm syndrome, like she the way she reacts to him abusing her, it's like she almost welcomes it in a twisted way. And it's like she is in overdrive, trying to constantly gain his approval, right? Singing his praises. She's like his number one cheerleader. And in doing that, which in itself is like nauseating, it's like that type of behavior is completely absent when it comes to the dynamic with her sons. Like there is no, I've never seen her um compliment her sons, good job,
Never.
you're doing so well, I see you, you're trying so hard. I've never seen her encourage her sons in that way. I've never seen her celebrate any type of milestone they may have met, like that over the top cheerleading that she does for any and everything that Tim does. I don't see that reciprocated with her sons, and it's really
Never.
troubling to me. Yeah, it triggers me a lot because, like I said, some people have said to me that sometimes, I lack self-awareness. So when I see her interacting or not interacting with her son in that way, I kind of, it hits me in a different way because I'm like, wow, am I like that? Like, God forbid, I don't want to be, I'm Megan. It
I
kind
don't
of
see you
triggers
being
me,
Megan at all.
but it's
I
just,
don't see
yeah,
you being Megan at all.
it's terrible. It's really terrible that, and I don't know. And that's the thing, like, I don't know if Megan is aware of what she's doing. That's like the $1 million question. Like, is she aware of this behavior that she exhibits? Or is she really does not know? I don't know. But it's very obvious as a parent. Like, that type of, you know, interaction that you would expect from a mother and their child is just completely absent with her when it comes to her sons.
I don't think she realizes it because we've never seen her be a different version of herself to her children. You know, we've heard Megan fight for herself. We've never heard her fight for her children. So I don't think she's even aware of it. I don't even know if she owns that type of being within herself because she's absolutely never done it, not for any of them.
Yeah. Um, and whenever she does point out something that they've done or accomplished or completed, it's always tied in with Tim and whatever he has assigned for them to do. And then that's
Yeah.
that's the extent of it. It's never, I noticed that you're doing better with your penmanship. You got that math problem correct this time, or, good job. Like, I never see any of that. I never see any of that. It's really odd. Um, yeah, and I guess in a way it kind of made me think about my relationship with my daughter, because when she brought it to my attention, I was like genuinely taken aback and a little hurt. Like, wow, like I'm like your biggest cheerleader, your biggest supporter, but you feel like I don't really know you. You feel like our relationship doesn't feel real, it doesn't feel intentional. You feel like I don't really pay attention to what's really going on in your life. And, she even said sometimes when you ask me, like, how are things? Are you all right? I always say, yep, everything's great. Cause I feel like you couldn't handle it if I said to you, you know what, mom, everything isn't great. Like, I'm having a bad day. Like, I'm kind of struggling right now. Like, and that really made me, like, I was like, wow, what is it about what I'm giving or not giving that's making her, because what she's experiencing is real for her, and I would never
Mhm.
deny that. So you really, it's hard to receive that type of feedback from somebody that you love. It's really easy to get on the defensive. And initially, like, that's the knee-jerk reaction. But then when you have time to really think about it and reflect on your own behavior, it's like, wow. Um, something needs to change within myself so that, you know, I I want to salvage my relationship with my daughter because she's like the most important person in my life. So if that's how
Mhm.
she's feeling, that's something that I need to fix internally. And going back to like Tim and Megan, that would never happen. Like literally, he would need like years and years and years of intensive therapy to address his narcissism. Like I don't see that ever happening. Ever.
Ever,
Not in this
ever.
lifetime.
Um, that I lost my train of thought. I'm trying to read and talk at the same
Oh,
time. It's not
yeah.
working out. I have to pick and choose because y'all are saying a lot in the chat, and I'm trying to keep up with what y'all are saying. I did see Stockholm syndrome earlier, and that they feel like Megan is doing what it takes to survive, and I agree
Yeah.
with that. But it's like Megan sometimes act like something is missing too.
Yeah.
Only God can help. Yes, only God can help Tim. Tim don't feel like he have a problem, so I don't see him ever getting help.
Right.
The only way that I ever see their situation changing is that Megan wakes up. You know,
Right.
to me, when Tim bought that truck, it's like he had like a little. The smile that he had is like he was taunting us, like everybody else. Like,
Yeah, you
see,
said
I
like a
was able
treasure
to.
cat.
Yeah,
He does that. He does
yeah.
that all the time. Yeah.
It's irritating. So he just doubles down on his stupidity. He's a demon. He definitely has a demon on him, and you can see it in his eyes.
You can see it in his
Every
eyes every time.
You cannot change yourself internally. You can allow your child to enter your sacred places. Why did you get to be what his way and let her make the puzzle? What do I'm not
I'm
sure
trying to see if I
exactly.
could find that. Oh, it says you cannot change yourself internally. You can allow your child to enter your sacred places. Why did you get to be this way and let her make the puzzle? What you do is just, oh, okay, it is a little convoluted. I'm not really sure what
Yeah.
they were trying to say. It says you cannot change yourself
Yeah, say
internally. I mean, mm,
it's the last part that I'm not understanding.
yeah, what you do is just be the confidant. Hmm. I don't know. What do you mean? Like just here, just being, just lend an ear and make her feel like I'm somebody, I'm a safe place for her to confide in?
Say Tim is gaslighting the reaction channels for content. He is. Got him a
Oh, absolutely.
$20,000 payout.
Absolutely. Absolutely, he is. I mean, at this point, he has the formula down pat because it's like it's like a cycle. The more the reaction channel talks about his dysfunctions, people are curious. You know how it is. It's like watching a train wreck and you know what you're about to see is going to be horrific, but you just can't turn away. That is literally IAG Farms. So people hear them
It
being talked
is.
about and they're like, oh, I got to see what this is all about. Like, this sound crazy. And
Hmm.
they go there
Yeah.
out of sheer curiosity and his views go up and he gets compensated monetarily,
Hmm. When
unfortunately.
showed his numbers and it said almost 500 new subscribers, I was just like, wow, really? Really? That
That's
many
the
people are
part
that
that's
interested?
disheartening. Yeah, I'm like, why y'all have to subscribe to the madness? Just you could check it out,
Just
but you're just encouraging the dysfunction. You're encouraging him to do this. So now he is he is absolutely not going to stop now because he's figured out the formula. So he's really going to, like, even this last video when she's struggling with the car vac and you see her in the background, it's almost comical the way she's lugging this car vac behind her, and It's like, this can't be real life. This cannot be real. And he knows that this is being picked up on the camera and it's being recorded. He absolutely knows it. And you're thinking to yourself, is this real? And it is real, unfortunately. And he knows that people are going to be enraged. People are going to have something to say. They're going to talk about it. And he's just going to get, he's going to get compensated. It's
He is.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
You know, since we're talking about discernment, and when we talk
Yeah,
about IAG Farms, you have to use discernment when you're watching that show. And
absolutely.
to me, I feel like the people who are still subscribed and then have issues with us talking about the channel either don't use their discernment or do not possess it, one or the other. Because how can you
Yeah,
watch time after time and not take issue with everything that you see out there? Like, let's just go back to the slaughtering of these chickens and having the kids up at the crack of dawn to help him with that process. And the baby with no gloves on. Um, I don't even want to go down that process. Let me think about something else because
I
that's
mean,
gonna make me mad. But I just don't see how people can watch IG Farms and not use some type of discernment. I don't see how.
yeah,
Where's his mom? Like, is that not a real issue? Do people really feel like? Because what did somebody said? Oh, what did they say? How do you know that he and his mom really don't talk?
right,
Because we don't see her. That's how we know. You
right.
know, she didn't just disappear for no reason at all.
Yeah,
So discernment is so important when you're talking about IG Farms.
yeah. It definitely is. And I don't know. Something there's a missing piece. Like, something isn't right. Like, when I look at the comments on his page, it just, something is off about the comments. Like, it's one thing to be pro IAG Farms. But something is, I'm telling you, I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. Something is not right about the level of praise that they give this family. It doesn't match with what is being displayed. And it's very, very odd. Like, just looking at his comments, my discernment bells are like ringing off the hook. It's not
Ye-
normal.
It's not.
I
Those comments are comical. That's why I don't go to his comment section anymore because I I can't rationalize. Long hair don't care said I miss Grandma Lily and feel that she's using her discernment. She definitely
Oh, she
is.
absolutely did. She
Yeah,
she sure did. You are so right about that, because she said, "Listen, that's my son, and I love him, but I'm out." Like, she completely
yeah,
detached herself from the craziness. She sure did.
yeah. And I'm
She
glad
sure
she
did.
did. Like, life is too short to be, putting up with that. She
Yeah.
knows he's right up the street, that he's still breathing. Like, he records every move he makes, so she know he's okay. And the only sad part is that the kids are missing out on their grandmother.
Yeah, that's the part that's really heartbreaking, because we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I know some people, including myself, out of frustration, it's like, "Well, what is the family doing? Like, where is the grandparents? Like, why isn't anybody trying to get those babies?" They could very well be trying to see them, check on them, visit them. Like, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes in terms of them trying um,
Right.
to intervene. um, and I think that's a part of what makes this so frustrating, because we don't really see all of that. What we see at face value is, it just seems like the boys have just been abandoned, and they just don't, they're at the mercy of their parents. Um,
Yeah.
and we don't see other adults on either side of the family trying to get them. I don't know. Like, it's easy for us to say, "Oh, just get those boys," but It's not that simple. It's very complex. Like at the end of the day, those are their children, right? So,
Yep.
no, no, it's just
And Tim has
heartbreaking.
the
But yeah,
gate locked.
yeah, he sure
Yeah.
does. I just realized that, like, he literally has padlocks on that property. I didn't even realize that initially. Um, I thought that they could just leave. Like when she does her trash runs, can't she just leave? Doesn't she literally go to the side of the road to dump the
Yeah,
trash?
but he has to unlock it for her to do that type of stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. They locked in there.
Well,
Um
listen,
it
Operation Discernment is needed for Megan because it looks like she doesn't have any. Like, where is her discernment? Unless she just keeps it hidden to keep herself safe or to keep Tim calm. Like, I don't know. But it's just I just really wish I would love like a psychologist or psychiatrist or something like that, their input on what's going on. Cause it's so much going on with Megan. Like, where is her mind? Like, what is going on in her head? What is she thinking day to day in this living in this type of like existing in this way? It's fascinating to me.
yeah. Megan to me is like the type of person that has more book smarts than common sense. So I think that hurts her a lot. She does not have a lot of common sense. And then she's
Yeah.
married to a person with no common sense or book smart. So
Yeah.
there's nobody out there to lead her. Like just the simplest of things of watching Megan in the kitchen tells you what she's missing, what she's lacking.
She does
And
come
every
across as
time,
naive and bless
yeah,
her heart.
every time Megan goes in that kitchen, it's like the first time.
Right.
I haven't seen it better. I saw y'all mentioning those zip ties. So our
Yes.
minds can go all types of places about those. I don't know. I
Well,
saw them on his wrist when he was letting the ice chest up, and I didn't mention it because I don't know, and I just try not to
you
put
don't
stuff out
you
there
weren't
that
sure you don't know if they were zip ties or you don't know why they had the zip ties on him.
I don't know why.
Yeah, because
I
I
don't know
wasn't even
why they're there.
right because you do know how zip ties work. The moment you tug on them, they get tighter immediately, and then there's no going back. It's not like you can loosen them. Once you pull it, it's going to keep getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So yeah, and then because at first I was like, maybe those aren't really zip ties, but then in their most recent video, they're using black zip ties, so they absolutely are. I'm listen. That's a
Worse than when a
CPS case.
it
That
is.
is a
It's worse
because
than
if you
a serial killer having them in their car and then you tie it back to them. Like very next episode we
but
see
the
them. So
thing
I don't
is,
know.
he could literally you could cut off his circulation, like he could be severely injured. There is no reason on God's green earth why you should have zip ties on a toddler. That's I, why is this even allowed on YouTube? I'm so confused. Could somebody
Yeah,
please
I
tell
don't
me?
know. I saw them. I'm just like
Jesus.
the. I can only think of bad reasons why they would be there. So I just didn't say nothing because I'm like, I don't need him coming after my channel. So
Oh, I mean, where is the
I
discernment there? Is discernment even in the room with this family? I the fact that they
no, they don't
even
have him.
oh my God.
I think the only person really out there with discernment is Junior.
And Noah.
I think he's the only one. Yeah. Um. Yeah. To be honest, I think he's the only one.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just existing.
Or just trying to
Zero
stay
discernment.
on Tim's good side, you know?
Yeah,
just being performative to stay on his good side. Um,
yeah,
well, Noah kind of just does what he wants. Noah's like, listen, but
yeah.
yeah,
Noah is headstrong, um, but he doesn't have discernment. Titus for sure does not have discernment. Um, yeah, Junior is the only one that shows emotion out there. Like,
yeah, yeah.
he pays attention to situations and you can see it on him. Everybody else is just kind of like,
Going with the flow.
la-di-da.
I
Yeah.
do
So
notice though with the boys, like everybody pretty much knows that Titus is like the number one performative boy out of the bunch. But I do notice sometimes when Megan is really Meganing, I catch the boys. I catch the way they look at their mother. And I notice that it's the way they look at their mother is like a complete lack of respect. Like I've noticed a couple of times where you kind of catch them looking at her like, I can't believe that she is performing like this. Like she looks
Mhm.
ridiculous. Like the look on their faces, it's like they just look so disgusted. And I
So
noticed
it
that
lets
in
you
one of the
know
most recent videos. Yeah,
how Tim is treating her off the camera. They're mirroring what they see that we don't see. Yeah, they don't have any respect for Megan.
none at all.
No
Oh, someone
respect
said they
like
have to be cut
exactly.
off.
No respect like their father. That's exactly what they're doing.
Nope,
They don't respect her.
they
And
don't.
if you got your husband mistreating you and then turn around and your boys are mistreating you, and then you might get in trouble if you get on to them, then it's just a losing battle for her.
Because the looks they give her sometimes, it's like, I can't believe she's doing this. Like it's just like a look of disgust, a look of like, they just look appalled. I can't even put it into
Mhm.
words. Um, or someone said they have to be cut off. Yeah, those zip ties. Once you tighten them, you have to cut them off because if you keep touching them, they're just going to keep getting tighter and tighter and tighter. You have to literally cut them off. Oof.
Yeah, when he I've only ever known zip ties for the police to use or torture, you know,
Yeah,
for a human. So
yeah,
um I think what was it? I was watching something on YouTube, and I think it was the police in Miami. They said that they make so many arrests that they use the zip ties because they, would run out of handcuffs, and they arrest so many
yeah,
people nightly for
yeah.
being drunk outside. That's all I know them to be used for. And, even if they just so happen to let the kids be playing with them, you just said how dangerous they are. Just, it can get too tight and cut his
Very
circulation off.
quickly.
So it's just no excuse for whatever he would
No,
say.
and that's not even discernment. That's just common sense.
Right. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. I always forget to say that stuff, but I saw it in the comments.
First of all, I need to. Can we have a moment for staycations? The hair and like she looks beautiful. I just can't stop looking at her hair. It looks so good.
That's sweet.
It
Okay,
looks
so
so pretty.
I was about to call you your name. Say your channel name.
Oh, okay. Selah's salvation. I'm
Okay, say
I'm still
salvation.
Selah's
She
salvation.
said she
Yes,
added her natural locks back into her hair. So
I
that's what
did.
Megan needs. That's
I did.
that's exactly
I
what
cut
Megan
them
needs.
off maybe 2 years ago. I had them for about 7 years. I cut them off in 2024, but I kept them because something told me I was going to change my mind again. And I did. So I reattached them a couple of weeks ago, and they are here to stay. Like, I'm never getting rid of my locks ever again. I don't know why I cut them off to begin with, but they are here to stay. They
You
are here
live
to
and you
stay.
learn.
I was going through
Um,
something.
you say those zip ties, what? I lost it. Are used in the prison as well. Oh, yes, right. You are a correctional officer. Um, Interesting. Very interesting. Tim models so many things at his house after being in jail that it's ridiculous. And he doesn't even know to be embarrassed. It's, you know, I saw the scene where he was working out and just, I think was that you say talking about his gym equipment, like he even managed to get workout equipment that looked like it should be on the yard. It just
It does. It does. Oh my goodness.
everything he does is prison like,
Prison
jailbird
mentality.
mentality.
Prison
Yeah, I
living.
just
Yeah.
even down to those certificates that the kids have on the mantle. After which I keep wanting to say your name. I'm gonna get it.
Say
Selah,
love.
tell me Selah, Selah
Salvation.
salvation. Okay. Was the one that asked me to do the video about the 100,000 subscriber plaque. And after I went and did that video, I'm like, dang, I see now. Because I never did watch that video when he originally put it out. I didn't watch it. So that was my first time of seeing everything. And it just made so much sense of why the boys have those certificates. Like, that's how he was raised. That's like, the type of thing that he got that was like, how can I put it? Trying to keep hearing firecrackers and stuff outside.
Oh,
Um, Lost my train of thought. I'll be glad when they run out of firecrackers. I
when he
lost my
got the
train of thought.
certificate
So,
for the boys. You mean for painting the house, the certificates he gave them when they painted, they so-called painted the mobile home and he gave them certificates.
oh yeah, and it just, him not having his high school diploma and having to get a GED, and then having to take all the little courses and stuff that he took, and it's just like that was what helped him to feel like he was accomplishing things. So now that's what he does for his children.
Yeah,
But it's only in things that are vocational, never anything that's actually teaching them something. They
right.
don't get the certificates make him feel like it's a big accomplishment, right? That's why he has a culinary degree. Yeah, and a bachelor's in business. Remember, he has a bachelor's in business because somebody gave him advice that had a degree.
Somebody gave him some jailhouse talk. It's so scary, man, that those boys are being raised by not one but two parents that lack discernment in two different ways. In two different ways. Like Tim lacks discernment because he's mentally ill. He's a narcissist. So discernment is not even in his vocabulary. And Megan, I feel like at some point in her life, she did have some sort of discernment, even though she does come across as very naive. But it's just like she's been so indoctrinated. Her discernment has just been, I don't know, deactivated. It's like buried deep, deep inside of who she once was. Like, I don't know, locked away in the chest. But at this present time, when it comes to her interactions with her sons, the discernment is null and void. It's just not there. There is this huge disconnect. It's just not there. So both
Yeah.
parents, no discernment. Oh my God, that's so scary. I feel so bad for those boys. I do.
I do too. Yeah, it's scary. Um,
Deprogramming. She
because
needs
nobody is
deprogramming. Right.
downloading anything. She does need deprogramming. I agree with that. And who's going to do it? Hopefully, she can take those imaginary keys and drive off of that property. Tim know he need his behind whoops. What do you say? Symbolic keys. You yawn and it's your bedtime, huh?
Oh, listen, I'm in my bed at 7 o'clock most nights. Not in my bed sleeping, but in the bed under the covers watching YouTube.
Yeah, me too.
It's pathetic. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like Megan is just getting worse and worse. Um, I hope she doesn't have like a complete crisis, like a complete meltdown. Sometimes it looks like that's where she's headed towards,
Yep.
because
But
he just completely disregards her. Like this last time, she with the car back thing, like immediately I noticed that she didn't have on like a proper bra. I'm like, she doesn't have on a bra. And she kept trying to, did anybody notice that she was like trying to cover her chest?
which
And at some
episode was
point,
this?
where she had to get the car back, where she detailed the interior of the car, that episode. And at some point, she said to him, she says, I wasn't planning on being on camera today.
He
And
does
he
that
just
stuff on purpose.
completely,
He's done
he
that to
does
her before.
he does it intentionally. And when she said it, he completely, does anybody remember that? Like he just ignored her. It was like she
He
might as well have
does.
been talking to herself. Like even when she was talking about
Yeah.
how she was afraid of using one of the ladders, like afraid of hurting herself or falling off. Like there was no, he just does not acknowledge her. He just, that would make anybody, if you're constantly treated that way for years, that could make anybody go crazy. He just ignores her. I'm like, she don't even have on a bra. And he
Right.
just
You
did not
know,
care.
prior to him turning the camera on, they had already been cleaning the vehicles. And supposedly that's going to be a full episode, but he
Ugh,
didn't get himself in his bad positions. But he turned that camera on as soon as it was time for her to go and do something. He does that type of stuff to her on purpose. He wants to make her
intentional.
look bad in front of everybody. And then he wants
Absolutely.
us to talk about it and highlight it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he gets a kick out of that. He is such a
he
sick
does.
person.
He gets a rise out of it. He gets a rise out of killing, uh, taking life away from living creatures. He is sick. I think someone, when
Yeah.
he was like reading from the Bible, if that's what you want to call it, because I don't think Tim can read. I'm gonna tell you right now, like my 8-year-old, he can't read. I think he was literally
No.
making up stuff as he wasn't really reading from the Bible. I stand on that, 10 toes down. He can't read. Somebody had mentioned on one of the reaction channels that it's like a sadistic, like a ritual, like a satanic ritual. Every time he is going to dispatch animals, he does this where he reads from the Bible, and he's
Hmm.
obsessed with death and just, ending life. Like he's obsessed with that. He really sees himself as like the overseer of taking away life. And that's something really demonic about that. Um it makes me
Yeah.
very uncomfortable. Yeah.
I had mentioned that Tim only cracks that Bible open and reads from it or memorizes from it
Yeah, I
when
put
it's
air
time
quotes,
to
heavy on the air quotes, because I tell you, that man can't read.
when it's time for him to slaughter meat. That's the only time. That's it. That is the only time
Right,
he will crack a Bible open.
right.
Any other time, nothing.
Never, never,
Um,
never.
it's something about that meat that just is his everything, and it's scary.
Memorization.
I had a suggestion on YouTube. I saved the video. But it was something. Megan was going in the deep freezer for something, and he was like, "How many heads do I have in there?" I think it was 5. I have to go back and do a reaction to that episode. But yeah, he's obsessed with that meat. He is.
Just don't understand. Someone said it looked like he was reading in Braille. I thought he was reading in Braille the way he was following his finger. I tell you what. I
Ah,
was like, all right, Tim, you're reading. Got it. Someone said memorization. Right.
yeah, he probably memorized it since it's the same scripture that he does every time. He was
Right.
reading it like it was
Yeah.
the first time, though. He
Oh my goodness.
said,
I
"Birds of the air."
like what?
Birds of the air, like he hadn't read that before. I was just like, this man right here.
I don't know. I just I don't know. I
Megan is trying to keep her sanity. Uh, where is it at? Basically giving in and giving up. You saying Megan has given up? Give in to Tim.
Megan is trying
Yeah, I
hard.
think that's what you're saying. Yeah,
I
she,
hope not.
you know, because she's locked out there on that property, it's probably safer for her not to put up a fight. I feel like she has a fight in her when she's not medicated. Um, but we never know what happens when those cameras go off. And I just, especially with the way that she's been acting here lately, I fear what happens when the cameras are not on. And then I hadn't been paying attention to it, but whenever somebody said that she was sleeping in the room with the boys, that's not good if that's the case. I mean, I would be happy for her to be sleeping down there with them because if that chair looked like that, I can only imagine what the sheets look like. But that's neither here nor there. I would rather her sleep down there with her boys too. But if she
Right.
has to sleep in another room, it's just not safe in that house for her.
You said something
Bless
about
her heart.
medication. Do you think that she could possibly be on some sort of medication? Because you know, it was said at some point that she actually did try to harm herself or unalive herself. Do you feel
Yeah,
like
so
she
I
could be on
couldn't find the
medication?
episode, but somebody sent me a message telling me where I could find where she said she had stopped taking it. So she has said it out loud that she stopped taking it. But Megan has too many highs and lows, and she was way too way too high the other day. Like all that smiling and stuff.
It was almost
Yeah,
manic.
I
Yeah.
think she is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like
It,
medication.
you know what? I would have to agree. Because it's just too like the up and downs, like it's not normal. Um, her emotions is yeah, it's very erratic, and then it's like when she's on, she's super on to the point where it's like really
Mhm.
uncomfortable to watch. And
It
then there are
is.
times when she is like when she's down and she can't mask it, and she doesn't even try. Like there are times where she looks
Mm-mm.
completely disgusted. You won't get a smile out of her, like she's dragging. It's very noticeable that she doesn't want to be filmed. She's not in the mood to put on. So when you look back on that and then yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she was on some sort of medication.
Yeah,
Oh
that
wow,
scene where
Tammy
she's
sent you
under the.
something. Tammy sent you 100. She sent a gift to you. Tammy S.
No, I think that's a. I
It's
think
saying,
that's the.
is it 100? Oh, like she's agreeing with what we're saying. Oh, I thought it was a. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
she. Lord, I don't know. Okay, don't pay me no mind. But
Um,
yeah,
but when she was under that shed shack holding Benjamin, um, it's the one where most of the reaction channels like highlighted her looking crazy in their thumbnail. But I felt like, it was sensitive. Like
yeah,
she looks like she has gone in the opposite direction of being very depressed to high to not be depressed.
yeah.
It just looked like medication to me. Hello to everybody coming in. And then somebody said something up here. They asked if Megan's friend had said anything. Not recently. She said something, um, back when she made the video about Megan. And she hadn't said anything to me about Megan recently, just, about herself. Nothing about Megan. She's going through her own situation right now. So
Yeah.
the last time she had tried to reach out to Megan, she said she felt like it was Tim talking to her through Megan's phone. She probably didn't reach out anymore after that. Um, because Tim has cut everybody off. He really wants Megan out there by herself to feel like she
Isolated.
has nobody.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine because one of y'all said y'all felt like she was mad about that wig. The video we saw of her where she was side eyeing him, they felt like it was because she didn't get to wear that wig. And it
It
could
could
be,
be.
but just for her to get a gift lets her know that people are out here, rooting for her. And then I mean, it's like he wants to keep her from making a connection with anybody, you know? So no, you're not gonna get this wig. No, you're not gonna have your phone texting people. Um, it's just gonna be me and the boys. And that's how he does her,
Oh,
which would run anybody crazy. If you got his Tim.
yeah.
Okay.
I wonder, I don't know. I don't know what YouTube's guidelines are in terms of what type of content they allow, because I know for certain that his channel has been reported numerous times, I'm sure. Yet he is still
Mm.
here. So it's just really interesting. Yet, other channels I feel like have been taken down for what? Like, in comparison to some of the content, the disturbing content that we've seen on Tim's channel, what warrants a channel to be taken down versus a channel where, despite numerous reports, they're still on the platform? Just really makes you
I
wonder.
don't know. I was doing some research, and they were saying that YouTube had been making a lot of changes in the past few months. And so, like, channels who supposedly like his have gotten a lot of complaints, were getting taken down because they said it was easier to take the channel down and not have to deal with so many complaints than to keep waiting for people to be compliant. So I think again that Tim has reaction channels on his side because all of it is generating income. It's like, ads are being ran on everybody's stuff. So it's like win-win right now. That's what I think. I
So,
think he's lucrative to them right now. And I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
yeah,
Who
because
knows?
I feel like uh, there's been too much content on there where it's like, come on, it's been too questionable where YouTube wouldn't. I don't know. It just seems odd to me that at this point, and he's had that channel for several years now, that he's never been taken
Hmm.
down. So yeah, You may be onto something there. I just find that to be very interesting. And I feel like, again, it's just bolstering his cockiness. He's already cocky and he already thinks that he's untouchable. I think at one point I had even said he's gonna get to the point where he thinks he's so untouchable that he's gonna get messy and he's going to do something that will finally be like, okay, you've gone too far. Um, and I hope it's not to the
Yeah,
detriment of Megan or the boys. Like I don't want any harm to come to them, but I'm just, I feel like, and I kind of hope that he does get to the point where he thinks that he can get away with virtually anything and he does something with that train of thought where that will be what will finally stop him in his tracks. Because it seems to me like he's becoming
right.
more and more emboldened. He really thinks he can do no harm,
Yeah,
no wrong. He really thinks he can do whatever he wants to do, which pisses me off.
yeah. After this, that phone call, and it seems like he was told to become compliant instead of um like getting any fines or anything. So he slid through the cracks with that. And what else just happened? Oh, him and that money. So,
Oh,
Tim's numbers was going in the opposite direction. And we could tell that he was quiet, probably having to pay back tax money, and then um his money was less. But now that his money is going back up, yeah, he's unstoppable. He about to get on everybody's nerves.
yeah. Oh my
So
goodness. Yeah.
it's all about making money, not just for Tim and creators, but for Google as well. Look at all the advertising. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Google is making money
They're going to
all
keep
the
you
way
on.
around. So, yeah, it pays right now for them to just leave well enough alone. So,
Yeah, and that's
yeah,
exactly what's happening.
yeah.
But at some point, the bubble has to burst. Like at some point, this has to, I don't know, it has to get to a point where like it just reaches some sort of crescendo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Like
It will.
this can't, this can't keep happening. Like again, I don't want anything to happen to Megan and those boys, but I feel like those boys, it's been sheer luck that nothing has happened to those boys. Like they haven't been injured in any way. Like,
Oh, God
I,
is taking care of them because that's the only reason.
my
God is
goodness.
taking care of the boys because they should be injured out there. He has left them to take care of those animals by themselves. So the God has protected them. It sure wasn't their mom and daddy.
Right.
Somebody said he got a Sanford and Son truck with those ball tires.
Oh, my God. Who does that? Like, who
Ooh.
brags about these people stay seeing him coming? He went to Louisiana and got that hovel that he had the family living in. And now he went back to Louisiana and got this daggone lemon of a truck. It's a lemon. Who does that? I mean,
Oh, Tim had one good tire on that truck.
it's crazy.
One
Like,
good
who
tire on
does
that truck.
that?
He lucky it wasn't raining.
What is going on? Like, who does that?
Oh, God. Six tires on that truck and only one of them was good.
And
Oh,
he's so
oh,
proud. Like he not even proud. He's so delusional. He thinks he's an expert on everything. You don't even know how to. Why didn't he ask his father for some guidance? He don't know what he's doing. And poor
you can't
Megan.
tell him nothing.
Oh my
You
God.
can't tell him nothing. He just smiling and just proud of himself. Megan is talking about the fact that they're going to have to go spend more money for this truck to be right. And he thinks that that's something to smile about.
Those people that he bought that truck
He,
from probably talked about him like, I mean, they probably had them a good old key to key when he drove off with
yeah.
that truck.
And I wonder if he's going to tell how much he really paid for it. Because, he
Right. That
lied
would be
about that trailer and
interesting.
said 200 and it was like 260. So I wonder if he'll be honest about how much he paid for this truck. I bet they got
Yeah,
over on him.
somebody said he got the rooster in Louisiana too. Yeah, he did. And he buys all of this stuff from a certain group of people. I guess he feels like they have quality things. I don't know how his mind works and what possessed him to think that this was a good purchase. I just don't understand.
Um, Hillbillies, yeah. I don't know either. I don't know. I remember when I was younger and this guy was saying like when you go buy a used car, you got to make sure it's a good car, otherwise you just buying somebody else's problems. And it seemed like that's
That's
all
literally
Tim
what he
has been
did.
doing is buying somebody else's problems.
That's it.
Um
That's it.
but yeah, he's not embarrassed, so he'll go spend money for new seats and they still won't have AC in that family vehicle. And I guarantee you he wants 6 seats so that it can actually become the family vehicle. Like if they have to go somewhere, they'll just use that truck. Because that excursion
Or
is
another
old news
rental.
to him.
That's how he is though. He'll get, every all of these toys that he's got, like what's that thing that he got to cut the grass? What do you call it? The zero turn and the tractor
Yeah.
trailer. And like he gets these things and he'll use them for a couple of weeks or whatever, and then he'll just discard them and you never see them again. Like, and he doesn't take care of his things, and he's just wasting thousands and thousands of dollars on toys. And then when
Yeah.
he gets
For
his sight
him.
on something else, like this air rifle, he just had to have it. For what? I I've yet to see the practical why did you need to get this air rifle? I've never seen it. Good, that's a good thing, but I have never seen it since he got it and he was practicing with it. He did not know what he was doing. It needs to stay in that
Yeah.
safe indefinitely, but this is what he does. And
It
Megan
does.
just, she really
Yeah.
doesn't have a say, to be perfectly honest. Ugh,
She doesn't. Y'all just mentioned her needing new bras, and
she does.
all of Megan's stuff has to just be worn down to threads at this point. I don't even know how to put enough emphasis on we have seen nothing come out there for her.
Nothing.
Nothing. He got her like I think three outfits last year. She had that black top and the mauve looking colored one. She had the camouflage tights, the black tights, and then it seemed like it was something else new, like three outfits,
That
and
was
that
like
was
three
it.
years ago.
Yeah, that was it.
Because she was wearing those
That was
camouflage
it.
tights. She was wearing those out for a while. Like that was her go-to for
Yeah,
a while. Like, I mean, almost every day she was wearing those tights until she finally
yeah,
retired
and that's
those.
been it.
Ah,
I don't know if
but
he
yeah,
let her spend money or if somebody sent that to her. They say, wonder what happened to the wig you sent. He probably torturing her with that wig. Like you can look at it, but you better not put it on.
oh goodness.
Yep, somebody sent it to you and you're not even gonna get to use it. Sick. But that's okay. We'll find somebody else to bless that will actually wear theirs. I'm trying to figure out how to make that work though for y'all that know somebody that needs something. Because I saw this young lady on TikTok that has alopecia. And she didn't have any hair on her head. And she said she couldn't afford wigs. So,
Hmm.
stuff like that is nice to do. Oh, okay. So, uh, Selah,
So last,
Selah's
listen, you know what?
Nation.
Here's the thing.
Uh-uh.
I
No.
created this channel I created this channel on YouTube with the intent of creating content and uploading content and, just trying different things to see um what will come to me organically and what would be a good fit for my channel. And then I just kind of pumped out and I just didn't upload much of anything. And so I am really trying this time around to push myself, even though it is very uncomfortable, and kind of make myself start uploading some sort of content. Like just pull the trigger and just do it. So I'm really trying my best this time around to really go through with it. But I'm still struggling in terms of what kind of content I would like to start sharing on my channel. If anybody has any suggestions or ideas, please share because I really do want to give this a go. And I really got to stop letting my fear keep me from even giving it a try. Staycation says to just do it. It's not that serious. But yeah, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Nothing beats a try. I just need to figure out what type of content I would even be interested in uploading. Still trying to figure it out.
Do y'all have any suggestions on stuff that would be
If
good
I
for
don't
her
know
channel?
if I should react to something or if I should just have discussions about life in general, like I don't know. So many different directions I could go in. And
They
once
said
I go down that rabbit hole, sometimes I overthink things. So I just need to jump in and do something.
they said those tights are so old she probably could just would stand them
Jump
up and
in it.
jump in them.
Yeah,
There it
it's
is.
terrible. She doesn't, she like, I can't stop thinking about like the fact that this woman does not even have a proper bra because we've seen her body literally go through so many changes. She's gained a little weight. She's lost weight. Like right now, she's like super tiny. She's lost so much weight. Um, and it's obvious that she does not have the right bras to accommodate like her changing body. She doesn't like. Come on, this is the mother of four of your children. This is a grown woman in her 40s, and she don't even have proper undergarments, and you don't have any shame about showing her in this way to thousands of people on a public platform. Who does that? Who could be that sadistic and cruel? Like, who does that?
And then say you're a godly man. And then
Right.
I noticed, okay, so when Tim was working out, I think it was this last video, did he have on new shoes or has he been wearing those same shoes? Did anybody pay attention to his shoes? He better not have on the new shoes. It's just like his whole outfit looked new compared to what we see body, and he does not have any consideration for Megan, who has been pregnant, had children.
That's
Her body
right.
has changed so many times.
Exactly.
She had hernias and all
Right.
types of stuff, and he does
Right.
not account for any of that for her.
Just get
But
her
he
some
loses
cheap
weight
tights,
and
some
he can
cheap
justify
spandex.
getting clothes.
Right. You lose five
Yeah.
pounds and you got on some new Wranglers. And sir, you gained back just about every pound you lost. You just as fluffy as ever, all over again. You fat again, sir. That little bit of weight that you lost, you're you're fluffy again. I would like to know or see how you restored your saved locks. Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely possible. Someone said they wanted to know how I installed my saved locks. Long hair don't care. Yeah, I think we can talk about that. Yeah, they kind of crochet them back in.
I know a lot of people have a lock y'all can identify.
Do you do that? Yeah, they had like these, they it was like these tools that they use. They look like crochet needles. And they come in like different sizes, and you just literally stitch. You have to open up the lock, the top of the lock, you have to undo it a little bit, a few inches of the lock, and then that part of the lock that you open up, you literally just weft it into the loose hair, like they stitch it in. They move real fast with the needle. I don't know how they do it. It's very fascinating, but yeah. Yes, yes, that's exactly how it looks. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So you know how to do it too? No, I don't know how to do this. I went to someone to do it. Yeah, I don't know. No, no, no. I went to someone and she did it for me. I do not know how to do this, and you got to know what you're doing, otherwise you will jack your fingers up because you gotta that in and out motion. You can stub your fingers, yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, and I do not, and I don't. So do you know how to do that? Staycation, you do that too? Oh, wow. Oh, you okay. Yeah, I'm sure
I'm
doing
tired of
hair
standing.
for years, that's after a while, that's taxing. Yeah, it's no joke working with those crochet needles. It's
No, it's not.
it's not easy.
And
But I
yeah,
found someone and they were
long
very
process.
reasonable. You had dreads?
But I had this one guy that he didn't have any hair up here and he wanted locks. So he bought the lock extensions and I added them all over. And then I made him a pretty much a toupee
Oh, like
and
a
added the
hairpiece.
locks to it. And then, yeah, glued it right up there. And
Oh,
they just all blended in. Yeah.
that's what they're saying
So that's
Jay-Z
pretty
did.
much what I've been doing here lately is hair loss, people.
Okay. Oh, that would be a very nice niche. Um,
I said I'm freezing up.
yeah,
Are we
with the
still freezing up?
a little bit. It's I think you're okay
It's
now.
probably the internet. It is really good sometimes, and then other times it's not. Yours is still frozen now.
I seem to be okay on my end. I don't know. Am I freezing?
Says we're good now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I know it's the internet. Um, I'm in Dallas and it's storming really bad. Oh, well, I'm gonna blame it on your internet, but it's it's probably this over here because I've gone back and watched my videos before and see where they get sluggish.
A little wonky. Yeah.
I'm the goat. I tried to be the goat. So I'm from a small town. So I had to learn how to do a lot of stuff because there just was nobody else around to do it. So braids, locks, hair color, haircuts, making wigs, what else? Jerry curls, relaxers, uh silk press, not silk press, what is it called? Keratin treatments. I don't
I
know.
had
A
Jerry
little bit of
curls
everything.
a long
Did
time
you?
ago. A long time ago. My aunt was a hairdresser and I guess I was like her guinea pig. She sure did give me a Jerry curl. I was like, oh my God. I
And
think I was
those are
like
beautiful.
15. Yeah. Never again.
They still doing them now, but they renamed them.
Yeah,
Some
I
younger
saw that.
people, and then charging like $2,000 and $3,000 for
Yeah.
them. I was like,
Yeah, I'm like, that ain't nothing
maybe
but a
I need
Jerry
to start
curl.
doing that again. That's all it is.
Right, baby.
Ball tires had me hollering. Yeah, those tires are ball. And Tim had to drive that truck back like that. So, um, so glow. I don't know what part of Louisiana he went to. Is Mississippi right next to Louisiana?
I think so.
Or is it? Yeah, I've driven through there, but I can't even remember. I think so too. But he still had to drive a little ways to get home, and that front passenger tire was smooth. No, 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 I don't even know how the person who owned it was still driving it.
It's
I had Jerry
ridiculous.
curls too. I probably about 90% of us in here had a Jerry curl.
Man, listen.
I didn't even need
Oh
one,
my
and I had
goodness.
one. My mama was so mad at me. She's like, "Your hair curl naturally. I want a Jerry curl." So she had to pay for me a Jerry curl.
Oh my God. The
She
struggle.
put arm all on them ball tires and slid all the way across the road. I bet Tim don't have no sense.
No sense.
So he went and bought this truck. He needs tires for it. He needs seats for it. Uh, he said that the person had made it too young for him. So what else is he going to take off of it? What else do y'all think would come off of that truck to make it be a early 2000s truck instead of a 2016? Which I don't know where he getting that number from either. Didn't even look that current. But he says it's a 2016 truck right now. Chat GPT said that that truck was anywhere from a 2005 to a 2007. So he's stuck in that year. What year was the excursion? Does
Wasn't it
anybody
a
remember?
2005? Wasn't it a 2005? He said it was like 26 years, a 26-year-old truck. Wasn't it like a 2005 or something?
So he's stuck in that year. What year did Tim get arrested?
That's what I was just doing the math in my head as you said that. Like he's frozen in time. Literally, he's still 17.
Okay, said 2003. Do you
Well,
remember
yeah.
what year he was arrested? Tim is slow. How's a 2005 truck a 2016? He's trying to say that the person upgraded it to a 2016 and that he's trying to take it back to its original year. So I guess
Mm.
the seats that are in it now are supposed to be 2016 seats, I guess, because we know it wasn't them
Didn't he get
tires.
didn't he get arrested in like 2004 or something like that? 2000 and yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it would make sense
Something
if
like
that's the
that.
year. I
Early
I don't know
2000s.
though.
Early 2000s.
So I beat you to it. When did he get arrested? Yeah, I need to know that. I need to know the year he went in there because that would make so much sense. Like he is stuck. He is
And
literally
then
stuck back
time.
there.
Yeah.
I know I used to date this guy that he went to jail. When he went to jail though, I wasn't dating him anymore. He had gotten married by then, but when he got out of jail, he had been in there for a while too, but you could tell that he was still back there where he went to jail, and all of us on the outside using cell phones and just going on with
Yeah.
life, and he had to catch up. I still don't think he's caught up to, but that was where I learned about arrested development.
Yeah.
Um, because people would talk about it. It's like,
Yeah. That
he's
and
still stuck
coupled with
back.
being institutionalized. Yeah. He
Yes.
developed a certain prison mentality that some people can't shake, you know?
You say you think he went to jail in 2010?
Oh, 10. So that's 15 years ago. Hmm.
I wish somebody knew for sure. We've been talking about him too long for somebody in here not to know.
You
Many
can
times
look it
he's
up,
put
though. You should be
that
able to look it up.
uh
Google says
yeah, that was
2007. That sounds about right.
2007.
2007.
Okay. Okay. Somewhere in there, the reason he keeps getting the same age of vehicle,
Yeah.
it's something to it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Common knowledge. That was a link that people were going to. Isn't it public records if you go to jail? It,
I believe
it is
so.
public record,
Sometimes it's
but
here, though, right?
it's what he was arrested in 2007. Okay. Okay. And so that was for that main case. So when Tim got arrested in 2007, he already had a pending case from robbing somebody else because it said it in
Mm.
that news article. The guy that he was arrested with, they didn't have any priors for him, but Tim had a pending case when he picked up that second one,
Okay.
and he never talks about that, but it's in that article about him. So 2007 is when he went in. So yeah, he's stuck back there, and you can't convince him that newer cars are worth anything.
Right. But he needed a newer car to get them to Florida. He definitely couldn't drive that excursion.
And if they take another vacation, they're going to need to rent a vehicle again. It's I don't know what he be thinking. Like Tim think if he makes people believe that he's the best cars in the world, they're just going to believe it. He just keeps buying headaches. They just listing off the stuff they got to do to it.
It's
He should have
ridiculous.
not been able to have a. No, he shouldn't have been able to have a weapon.
Of any kind, of any sort.
I'm sure he got. I'm sure he committed crimes that he never got caught for. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's. I think it was the 100,000 subscriber video where I talked about that. That that was when he got caught. But Tim was used to being who he was. Anybody that go kick in their own mama's door is out there doing the most. He outside doing a whole lot. You got a compliment on your hair?
Yes. Oh, thank you. She said both your hair is nice. Miss Tildes. Tildes.
Uh,
Thank you,
uh,
Miss Tildes. I hope I pronounced that right.
Miss T ideas. Miss T ideas.
Oh, Miss T Ideas. Oh, that's an I. Miss T Ideas. Thank you, Miss T
She
Ideas. I
does
wear glasses,
arts and crafts on her
and
page.
clearly I need to have it on. T Ideas.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to take my contacts out so I could see. Y'all wasn't gonna be talking about me tonight.
I can't wear
Now,
contacts
that's all I can do. Now he looking like Elmer Fudd
with that
with
long
that
hair.
long hair, right?
I think Tim has an identity issue too, as well. I think Tim thinks that he wants to be a white man. I do. I think
Oh, for sure.
he has
Yeah,
some.
I think he.
He doesn't like himself. He has some real deep seated identity issues. He does.
Yeah.
All the
Um.
ridiculous music he be playing, and he. Ugh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Doesn't
Yes,
like
sir.
himself. Yeah, he
Yes, sir.
doesn't like himself. Mm-mm-mm.
How I like the muggy weather out here in Vegas. It ran me in the house today. I was out there today and it ran me in the house. I sat in my seat one time. I was like, yep, I'm going home. About burnt the back of my leg off.
Long hair don't care said the whole kicking in his mom's door blew me. It would have been at that moment that I knew I messed up and my parents would have sent me to the upper room. I know that's right.
Yeah. And Tim said that Grandma Lily used to be mean. So I just really wonder how she handled.
Or like was the father involved? Like was she called the father, like, come get your son? Yeah.
Did you see a short where a lady was asking a woman band together to get Tim off YouTube for abusement? Nope. But if you see it, tag me in it. I haven't seen that.
Um, I think
Wait,
I
is it
did see that.
older? Are you talking about something that's older? If it's an older one, I have, but not something new.
Yeah. I saw something. It was a short. Um, she posted a couple of shorts where she was asking for people to band together to get him off. And then it seems like she stopped posting about it.
Hmm, interesting. So, like you said, he's been getting reported.
Has to be.
So,
I mean,
I don't know.
he has to be getting reported. Has to. Heck, I've reported him. And I know I'm not the only person. Because when yeah.
No, you're not, because I've gotten a lot of emails and messages about Tim getting reported. A lot. Um, the one that I read was because I was asked to read it, but I've gotten a lot of messages about Tim and Megan. People are tired of him. I tried to tell him, you just saw it today, but it's older. Okay, well, I think I've seen that older one. Is it a lady that's like dressed in scrubs or something? Or like a
No,
blue
she's
top
team IAD.
with, oh, okay. Well, no, I haven't seen it. You can buy subscribers. Yes, you can buy subscribers. I don't know how that works though. I don't know like when people buy subscribers if it reflects in how they pay them or if it just reflects in people thinking that they have more subscribers than they actually have. I don't know, but I think it's just fools the audience. That's what I think. I don't know though. I would never. Every time I post on TikTok, they tell me I can boost my post. Why would I do that? Whoever is gonna like it is gonna like it, and if they don't, then so be it.
Mhm.
I'm not paying y'all no money for a post. Remember, we all have to reap what we sow. Yep, Tim is gonna reap what he has sown. His day
Oh,
is
it's coming.
coming.
It's coming.
Yep, he on cloud nine right now, but what goes up must come down.
Have to.
So we just don't know what day, but it's coming. I've reported them when she used
Yeah.
to hang outside and leave the baby in the house.
Me
Oh,
too.
yeah, okay.
Me too. and have that baby. I have too, because they did it repeatedly. I'm like, and this is when Benjamin was a newborn.
Yeah.
I'm like, when are y'all going back in the house? Where is the baby? Or sometimes they would just have him screaming, crying, 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 crying until Tim authorized her to finally go and get him. And I remember, like, I used to put in the comments, like, that's not why. Why? What's going on? Like, when are you going to let her tend to the baby and see if the baby is okay? Like, the baby is not even directly in front of you. Like, it was just things like that happening all the time. And that's when I noticed that he would delete comments. When you would post any
Yep.
sort of concern, he would just delete the comment and then eventually block you.
Yep.
But yeah,
He never did block me, but I just eventually stopped commenting. I left 3 different comments and they all disappeared, and so I just stopped saying anything. Um, and that's why I think part of his stuff looks cringy now, because he only leaves stuff that favors him. And
yeah.
then for all we know, some of those
Or
comments
he,
could be coming,
yeah.
huh?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yes, definitely. The over the top praising of everything they do and say is not no. Yeah, I agree.
Can I get some of that meat? I'm thinking that I know y'all watched. I know
Come
y'all
on.
watched him raise these animals like we did. Uh, who
Who
wants
are
some of
these
that
people?
tainted pork? But yeah,
A
I could
lot of them.
imagine a lot of people was when they were leaving the baby inside, and Tim heard people talking about it. Then he know that people are commenting about it, and they still would do it.
Still would do it.
Didn't care. Outside a family of 5, but you know it's 6 of y'all out there. Have a whole filming day and don't see Benjamin none.
None.
Then he tried to play it off like, for all y'all know, he could be over here out of shot, but we know he wasn't.
He wasn't.
We know he was not out of shot. He was in the house, probably with them Ziploc ties.
Oh my God.
One that's willing to croak for that tainted meat. Yes. Yeah, he has some that are sold out for him. I just don't understand it though. I don't get it. It's so many channels out there that raise animals the right way. How do you get stuck up on the ones that you see have animals starving? Never see a vet eating their own feces. Like, why is that the meat that you want?
She would stand in the house and hold the camera and that baby. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'd be screaming his head off, and she would never bat an eye to go and get her child.
Nope. Nope. And sometimes I recall times where you could see that Megan was not comfortable with letting make Benjamin cry. Like you could visibly see, even though she tried to mask it, that she wanted to go get her baby, but she did not do it because he wouldn't let her. And I remember people
Yeah,
used to be in the comments like, why don't you just get a tripod so she could tend to the baby? Because initially he used to keep you would see the comments, but then it got to a point where he would just delete the comments. Because for a while he
right.
would let the comments stay there. Because some people would even argue back and be like, oh, it's good for a baby to cry. It's good for their lungs. You don't want to spoil the baby. Like, no, weirdo. That's not normal. But there were times where I would see the discomfort on Megan's face. Like you could tell she actually wants to go get her baby. But he obviously was
Yeah,
was not allowing her to. And I'll be damned.
gonna get that diarrhea infection. Yeah, they're gonna
Ah,
have food poisoning. Be on that toilet for a week straight, or in the hospital. What? Huh? What South? American country's name, when translated to English, means black water. Nicaragua.
Oh,
Okay.
I never knew that.
Was that a fun fact? Yeah, he deleted my comments. Probably half of us in here got a comment or two deleted by Tim
I got completely blocked by
because
him.
we were all using our discernment and telling
Right,
him
like
about
something isn't
himself.
right. This is weird. This is very weird.
If those boys
Yeah,
survive child, I would love to hear what they have to say. Yeah, one of y'all asked me to cover is it Colin from John?
one of the sons. There's another family, another YouTube family where I don't know if you guys remember, it was an Asian family, and the little boy used to always review new toys that came out. Like that was their thing. Every time a toy came out, the little boy would review the toy and play with the toy and give his reviews on the toy. And they had a huge following. And at some point when the little boy grew up, he sued his parents. Like they were making money, and they put aside an account for him and turned it over to him when he turned 18. And apparently he was like, no, you guys decided how much you wanted to pay me. You actually owe me much more than that, because there were so many times that I did not want to record, and you guys forced me to record to give my reviews on these
Oh
toys, and I
wow.
didn't want to. And I think that you need to compensate me for a lot more than that. He sued his parents for YouTube royalties. And I think he's estranged from his parents. Like they don't even speak anymore, because he said the whole YouTube experience traumatized him. He was like, there were so many times where they would force me to record, and I did not want to. I didn't want to do it. And they would make me do it because I was essentially their cash cow. They had like a million followers or something crazy like that. I think it was called Ryan's World or something like that. Yes, Ryan's World.
Somebody just put it
And
in there.
yes, he
I
ended
hadn't
up
heard of that
suing his,
before.
yeah, he ended up suing his parents for YouTube royalties. He was like, "No, y'all owe me more than that." Because I didn't even have a childhood. He was like, "I didn't even have a childhood."
It's-
And I
I
think
think YouTube
John and
had
Kate,
put
I
certain
think those
things in
kids sued him
place.
too. They should.
Um, so I'm surprised that the boys are able to be filmed as much as they are, but
They should sue them too.
I don't know. They might get a chance to.
Mm.
So I post about this story. Yeah, I hadn't heard that
Yeah,
one
very
before.
sad. I used to watch it. I mean, because when you watch it at face value, it seemed like the kid had the best of both worlds. Like he's getting all these dope toys. Both of his parents would be
Hmm.
playing with him. And then they had twins. They had twin girls that were born afterwards. Like the whole family would be in on it. They seemed like such a happy family having all of this fun. And it just goes to show you that which that's not always what's really happening. You think what you see is the real deal, but it's so much more going on behind the scenes, because he said I was like essentially robbed of my childhood. Like this was like a job I was forced to do. I did not want to do this, which is
Hmm.
really sad.
That is sad.
And now he was
That's
just
really
reviewing
sad.
toys. Look at what these boys got to do. They got them, they're farm laborers essentially.
To see them sitting up there, Noah and Junior sitting there after them and all, I'll just say slaughtering the chickens, how tired they were.
Ah,
It,
heartbreaking.
it upset me so bad because I just watched the one he put out today, like right before we went live, and saw how Megan is having to do all of this. What do you call it? The
Vacuum sealing the chickens.
Yeah, vacuum sealing by herself, but he made sure he had help. The boys
Oh,
helped
yeah,
him, but she does it all by herself. And those boys were exhausted. Then he goes down there to the
exhausting.
room with them, and they just laid out. It's sad. Junior was over it. He really was over it. He
Did
looked
you?
like he didn't have any energy left in him,
I mean,
and
even
probably
when
was
he made
hungry.
him, when he started the process and he made Tim Jr. go and get that live chicken because he made Tim Jr. dispatch the first chicken, and the look on Tim Jr.'s face, he looked so sad. He did not want to do it. He did not want to do it. That was the part for me that was very triggering. Like I immediately thought of my grandsons, and I could not imagine. I could not imagine making my grandchildren do something like that. He looked so scared. The look on it was heartbreaking. You could tell that he was being made,
Yeah.
he was being forced to do it, and he did not want to do it. Who does that?
Just because you're born and raised on a farm doesn't mean that you're cut out for that. And I think it's horrible. And he forced them to take care of those animals, raise them, and then slaughter
And
them.
then,
And
yeah,
the way that they were doing it, all of that equipment is new to them. So, uh, yeah, that's why I didn't highlight any of that in my reaction because
yeah,
I didn't want to watch it myself. I cut it out, but it's sad.
very triggering to watch. They didn't have, and the only people that had on, no one had
Didn't
on
have
any
a
protective
meal.
equipment except him.
No,
He's the
no
only one that
different
had
equipment.
on okay,
Yeah, I'm sure they were hungry, thirsty, tired, sleepy,
everything.
sad, disgusted, and then unsanitized because everybody was nasty when they went in the house. The boys had on their regular everyday clothes.
And got right in the bed with them same clothes. They ain't make them take a bath. They had them same clothes on. They the same clothes. Megan
Those were the
had,
same clothes.
I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong,
Oh my
somebody.
God.
And Megan had specks of blood on the hood of the hoodie. Like, just gross. I noticed
Did they have
everything.
on the
Yes,
same
she
clothes in
had.
the bed, y'all?
Was it the
Yes,
same
no
clothes, y'all?
gloves.
I I
When I
thought it
worked
was the
at
same
Tyson
clothes.
Foods,
I
we
could
had to
be
have on
mistaken.
we had on two pairs of gloves. We had on um a mask. Some people had goggles for the splashing. We had an apron, disposable aprons that we had to wear. Like we were suited and booted
Right,
to
right.
be, in a slaughterhouse. And I couldn't take it. I lasted a week and I had to quit. So I can't imagine having to live that every day and your dad making you. It's time for you to go to bed. Your dad making you um do that, and it's something that you don't want to do. She had blood on her. Yeah, see, I haven't watched it that good yet. I'm gonna do a reaction to that. So
She did.
yeah, I'm gonna do a
She
reaction
had
to that one.
all on the hoodie,
So I'm gonna
all
see.
on the hood of the thing. And I don't know if those kids, if it was the same clothes. I assumed that it was. Maybe it wasn't. I hope that it was not. I
It
hope
might
they
be.
made them take a bath. Like,
I
oh
Benjamin
my
was covered
goodness.
up in the floor, so I couldn't tell what he had on, but I'm gonna pay attention.
Yeah, only Tim had
Those
on
babies had
protective
to
covering. Yeah,
dump those chickens in that scalding water. Yeah, it was just too much.
it was
It
too
was.
much.
I couldn't even watch it, so I can't imagine having to be the one to do it. That chicken just tumbling around in that thing. I couldn't do it. Ugh. And the kids have raised those chickens. I know that they know that they're going to get slaughtered, but still, that's just too much.
It is.
Probably get one piece of chicken per child. Yeah, they're not gonna get much for
And I
a
get
deep
it.
freezer
Like
full.
you live on a farm and you want to teach your boys that when you consume meat, it has to come from somewhere. It's a cycle of life, like all of that, all of the things. And you want to have that discussion with them because that's the lifestyle that you lead. I get that. But that does not mean that they had to actively take part in dispatching those chickens. Having a discussion about it with them would have been sufficient. They are a little too young to be exposed to it to that degree. It was not, I don't think that that was a good decision on their part to have them
It
actively
wasn't.
doing that. Even if you just wanted to have
Megan
them
and
watch you,
Tim,
I think it, you guys could have actively done that. If you wanted them to watch you dispatching the chickens, I don't even agree with that. I mean, do that, but you had them like actively on the assembly line slaughtering chickens. And come on now. It's, yeah, no discernment as far as making that decision. None. Way too young. Way too young.
yeah, it's gonna smell a mess out there. I know that it's got to be guts still down there on the ground, blood that has splattered everywhere, and he's just gonna throw some wood chips on top of it and call it a day. He's not. Ugh. And it's summertime. It's gonna. Ooh, that smell is gonna knock them out. Megan said chicken a week. Yeah, Megan just be talking and lying, talking about one chicken a week.
Yeah.
There's a lady on YouTube that goes by Amen Somebody. Tim copied her chicken processing. Are you serious?
He probably did. I gotta look that up too.
Somebody. Amen somebody. Somebody. Hopefully I can remember that. Amen somebody. Tim, say it ain't so, but I believe it.
I believe it.
Because Tim does not have any
No original thoughts, not an original bone in his body.
that's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm
I
trying to
know.
say. That's
Not a
why he
one.
waits on reaction channels for an idea
To get
because
ideas.
he's
Yeah.
lost out there. Yeah. What time is it? 6. It's 9
Oh,
o'clock. It's your bedtime.
yeah.
9 for you.
It's
It's
almost
barely
nine
6.
here.
Not we're going on 6 here. Yeah. No couth. That's growing boys. They've been working. They're
And they've
starving.
been working.
Yeah,
They are
I
starving.
think those kids are always starving.
Always hungry.
Megan does not know how to fix a proper meal. Chickens, Tim
I
is
mean,
gonna
who
say.
gives growing boys a low fat Greek yogurt? Who does that? I eat Greek yogurt every day for my lunch. Full fat Greek yogurt, and then I put like some fruit in it. Low fat Greek yogurt, that defeats the whole purpose of eating Greek yogurt. They're grown, they need full fat for their growing brains and muscle development and low fat Greek yogurt. These boys are not on my 600-pound life. Why are you giving them low fat yogurt? Why? Oh my God, Megan.
It's 8:53 here.
And
Um,
still, oh yes, okay,
where are
she must be on
you?
the East
Long
Coast
hair don't care. Yeah,
because that's the same time where I am in Connecticut.
that's so weird. They don't grow fresh vegetables. I know. I went and looked up Tanner's stuff the other day. The guy that was talking about the paddocks, and they had started a vegetable garden, like a container garden. I started to cover that to give Tim a new idea. But when he started splurging that $20,000 check, I was like, never
Just
mind.
turned off. I mean, they done had
Yep, never mind.
that pot of sweet potatoes sitting on that counter for weeks. What are you gonna do with the sweet potatoes?
They need to put them in the ground.
I mean, cook them, like bake them. You could make home fries. You could roast them. Like, why do you just have them sitting on the counter for show and you're not cooking them? Why are they there? Like, ugh, it's just weird, 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 weird. Infuriating. Noah said, when Tim
Uncle
said,
alert.
I'm good. I don't know. I saw that too. I have no idea. Oh, someone said that was a mistake. Oh, I don't know. It was a mistake. Oh, somebody else.
You
I
said,
don't
was
know.
it a mistake? That was a mistake. Okay. It's just a little flashing light, like a police
Yeah,
light.
I saw it too.
It looked neat, but I'm too
I
old.
saw it too.
Yeah. I don't. Is that a beaded curtain behind you?
Yes, it is. I kind of hung it up right here. I love me a
That's
beaded
cute. I love
curtain.
beaded curtains.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
couldn't tell on my phone screen, but when I open up the iPad, I'm like, oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, I, I love me
That's
a beaded
cute.
curtain. Thank you. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Let me oh God, my
Y'all,
back.
it's probably time for us to get out of here. So the ones that are 3 hours ahead can get some rest.
On the East Coast.
But yes, I want you to um talk about your channel again. She's saying she wants to start uploading videos and do some content.
So
Um
the name of the
they said
channel, what they said. Oh,
they
oh,
said
let me
that
see.
you could do a little bit of everything, but then I saw somebody say that reactions is the thing right now. Um then somebody asked about your lock journey. So, you know,
I have some
I just
ideas.
say just see what sticks.
I'm gonna post something, y'all.
But yeah, she's gonna
I
start
am.
uploading some videos so that
I am.
go ahead, I'm gonna stop talking.
No, that's this. A staycation is about to. She gonna hold me accountable. I know. I'm gonna do it. I am. I am. I am. I'm scared, y'all, but I'm gonna do it.
Whatever she does, she'll be great in conversation. Exactly.
Thank
Great show,
you.
ladies. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Um, yeah, she'll do good at whatever it is. So we'll be waiting on the first show.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned. Selah Salvation is gonna have some new content very soon. Yes, ma'am.
Leap of faith is all you need. Yep. And I see where it's starting to get sluggish because you were frozen just now for a minute. So
Oh, okay.
um, yeah. I had a channel out there called Tease Talks. You had did you want to go?
Tease talk.
Did you let it go? I watch your arts and crafts. She does arts and crafts where you just see hands. doing the arts and crafts,
Miss T
and she's
ideas.
telling stories while she's doing her arts and crafts. Uh huh. Yeah. She gives stories while she's doing her arts and crafts. um, it was about interracial. Is that what? No. What is
Interracial.
that? Oh, erradical.
Oh, she says
Ir-
he let it go.
oh, okay. I don't know what that word is. Interracial. Is that what that is? Okay.
It looked like that's what it said. Interracial.
I might be off subject. Did you say something else? What did you say that might be off subject? Are you about to say it? You watch a lot of gardening channels. I like gardening too. Homesteading, farming where the animals get to eat.
There's a channel that I enjoy watching called Glamorous Wallpaper. It's a young woman who has a home in Florida, and she got the gardening bug, and now she's like expanding her garden, and I think she recently planted a mango tree. Um, yeah, she's really fun to watch. And she has locks too. Her channel is called Glamorous Wallpaper. And then there's another channel with a young Black couple called Young Ladies Business. And they own a home in
Mhm.
Georgia. And she started a garden a couple of years ago. And now she just started harvesting, her zucchinis and onions and all kinds of things she planted in her garden. Young couple too. Very nice. Very nice.
I like full time RVing too. I miss my RV. I miss it. I think I need to get me another one. But yeah, it's a lot of nice things out there to watch.
Mm.
Sewing, decorating, arts and crafts. Tranisha, are you subscribed to Miss T Ideas? She does a lot of crafts. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and but your skin has to be thick.
To be fair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, your skin has to be thick. That's why, you never know. You never know when somebody might take a jab at you and say something crazy to you. So you can't wear your heart on your sleeve for sure. So um no, I never heard of it. Yeah, she is in the chat. You should go check her out. I love Promise View Acres. Okay, so I was binge watching. That's why you couldn't do YouTube. Yeah, you have to, you watch what you say, so that you don't offend anybody. That so you won't get your channel taken down. And then just don't let people get under your skin because they will try for whatever reason, and you just let it roll off your
Mm,
back.
no,
Someone's
they say
frozen.
we freezing
Yeah, we're
again.
gonna go ahead and get off of here because it does keep freezing up now, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. But we've been on here. What is that? 124 minutes. So yeah, That's a good
Two,
run.
yeah, 2 hours. Yeah.
2 hours. Yeah. I used to do 3 hours before I moved out here. So I'm gonna get back to my 3 hour lives. But we're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight so that y'all can get your rest. So I hope that y'all enjoyed the show. You know, it was a little of discernment, a little bit.
Oh, it started. It ended the live and started back up again.
Yeah.
I guess you went over your time. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close this out, y'all, because I'm getting feedback. So thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thank you guys.
Reaction tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.